your blood. By your blood, I'm covered by your blood, your precious blood, your holy blood. God binds us and unites us with Christ. So as I said before, you have to understand the way it works in Judaism. God does all through an individual through whom he establishes and calls the rest to unite around this person and the teachings and principles and that which he has established and is doing through this individual. Through Noah, through Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, through Moses, to David, now through the Messiah. We are addressing here the four areas: Christ, church, Christianity, Christian. We are looking at Christ as the foundation. He's the foundation. So if we are going to understand anything Christian, we have to spend much time looking at Christ and who he is. The prophet like unto Moses, who is the Messiah. He is the promised blessing, or the one through whom God is going to bless all the nations. Genesis 22:18. Who is Jesus? He's a king that will reign on David's throne. He's a high priest after the order of Melchizedek, king of righteousness, the order of righteousness. So we must address Jesus, and I want to address who Jesus is as the successor of Moses. Moses, who distributed these responsibilities to various sectors in Israel. He was a high priest. Now it's delegated to the house of Aaron. It's also important to note that Moses was a Levite. Moses was a Levite. He was the brother of Aaron, the brother of Miriam. They were from the house of Levi. He was the high priest, and he delegated it to his brother. And God told him, through your brother, I will do the priestly ministry. King, God sent Samuel to the house of Jesse for his king. And that was David. And this was the tribe from the tribe of Judah. So he delegated the kingship to the tribe of Judah. And he gave responsibility of prophecy to Jeremiah, Ezekiel, Daniel. Earlier have Elijah, Elisha, Samuel. God chooses a prophet from any of the Israelites he pleased to. Rabbi, the teachers in the land. Delegated these responsibilities that used to be with Moses to different sectors or different groups in the Holy Land. Now by the time Jesus came, he re-established what Moses was. Now Jesus is that. He is the high priest after the order of Melchizedek. What does that mean? The Bible, New Testament, does a detailed job, especially there in the book of Hebrews, about the priestly ministry. Hebrews chapter 7, 8, 9, 10. Jesus is the high priest after the order of Melchizedek. And the writer of the book of Hebrews shows what the priestly ministry was supposed to do in the Mosaic covenant, that it was unable to do because of all that was not pure. He needed a pure lamb. So now Jesus is that lamb. He is the king who reigns on David's throne. So while they were mocking him when he was crucified, it was written, Jesus, the King of the Jews. He is truly the King of the Jews, as he confirmed in Revelation 22:16. Then Jesus is Rabbi. They call him Rabbi. He's a great counselor. Isaiah 9, verse 6. He's a great counselor. And he is the one who tells the heart of God. He speaks of the end of days as revealed to John in the book of Revelation. So to understand Christian, we have to go to the person of Christ. That is your starting point. As to understand the Mosaic covenant, we have to go back to Moses and what God gave Moses. To understand Abrahamic promises, then you have to go back to the man Abraham and what God established with him. Go to the man and see what God gave him. Go to Abraham and see what God gave him. Go to Moses and see what God gave Moses. Go to David and see what God gave David. No, we must go to the Messiah and see what God gave the Messiah. Because everything that God had established before through Noah, through the patriarchs, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Moses, through whom God established the first covenant, and the prophet like unto Moses, the Messiah, the anointed one. So everything that God established through Noah, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Moses, all of those promises and laws are fulfilled and perfected in and through the Messiah, Jesus of Nazareth. The foundation of Christian is therefore the Messiah, the anointed one, the Christ, Jesus of Nazareth is the foundation of Christian.